So design trends do not just appear out of nowhere. If you know what's coming, you set the tone for 2026 and how to get ahead of the competition, whether you are selling in the print-on-demand space or digital design space on Etsy. Skittles recently just released their 2026 Design Trends Report in collaboration with Save, and I'm super excited to share it with you today and really talk about some of the products that I think would work really well with some of the design aesthetics that are happening. If you are new around here, I am the owner of Bailey Design Co., a 7-figure digital design shop on Etsy, and I now teach others how to create the same types of shops on this YouTube channel and in my online community. So the first design trend on the list is called the trinket design. And this one is interesting because we've kind of already seen this popping up this year. And I was just calling it like a collage type of a design. But if you can take a look at like these apples where it shows it from start to the end being eaten right here, or this like little horse design and this floral design, honestly, these have been really popular with shirt designs and sweatshirt designs, as well as being used on tote bags. So this one is not really surprising to me. I did not know it had a specific name called the trinket design, but maybe it's just because it's like little individual elements. So over here in Etsy, I've just typed in trendy PNG design because I want to see if we can spot any of these trinket designs. Because like I said, they've already been popping up this year. And this is a good example one here of these little hand-drawn doodle style of Christmas trees. There is one down here that is a different Christmas design. It's more of a watercolor type of design that says Christmas vibes in the middle. And so all of the little icons and elements are obviously Christmas designs. So I think that this would fall under this type of trinket type of a design. There's another one called Farmerish. A lot of people have also called this like the doodle style type of design. So that kind of makes sense. There's a little bit of crossover between the two. This next one is called the Naive design, and it's all about hand-drawn types of doodle styles, which I just saw a few of those on that trendy PNG design. So as you can see, it honestly looks like coloring book style, like a child drew it. They're very basic as far as the design, the hand-drawn effect goes. Could these be created with AI? It would be quite a detailed prompt to get this type of effect. But as we're seeing over here, this kind of falls in line with this look right here. These ones are a little bit more detailed, obviously not in the very hand-drawn space. But this one, I think, really looks like that as far as just being really basic, hand-drawn little elements that almost look like a child drew them. I think a lot of these work in the apparel space. So whether it is a digital design, like some of these are PNG designs, they are for sweatshirts or for t-shirts, or if you're in the print-on-demand space, this would work for you as well, as just that is kind of what it really looks like to me anyway, of what these would be used to. Maybe some bookmarks would be good, or maybe you are really trying to do an invite or a thank you card and make it look like it came from a child, then that would have its place as well. This next one is called the Grainy Blur. And we've kind of been seeing this popping up anyway with like the 90s style, which there is a more detailed 90s or 80s type of aesthetic going on. So I kind of like put this in line with that. I would think that this would work in the like digital background space for computers or for mobile devices, or for like social media graphics is where I would see this working the most, not necessarily in the digital graphic space or print on demand. Now, this one has been popping up already. It's called Type Collage. And to me, it looks like a mixed media. I actually spoke on a podcast a few weeks ago and I had an example of these exact types of designs. And I was just calling it layered mixed media type of an aesthetic. And that's exactly what it is. So as you can see, all of these letters are different types of like cutouts in different types of fonts in combination with like a layered effect. So if we go back over here to the trendy PNG thing, and if I go back to the other page, there was one on the first page that basically is the exact same thing. So this is what I was talking about. Now, this wasn't the example that I specifically used. I used a few other ones, but this is that same type of style. So I see this working really well on sweatshirts, with different types of quote sayings or t-shirts. So really to get ahead with this specific design style or aesthetic is just to take quotes that have already been working and proven and remake them with this type of mixed media type collage effect. Because the quotes are already there. So we could get things like this mentally spicy one or easy tiger, and then remake them in this type of style. Again, I don't necessarily think that this would be rather easy to create with AI, unless you were able to get your prompt quite down. It might just be easier to get the individual graphics, which these are for sale in lots of places like Creative Fabrica, or you could generate your own with AI and get your own set together. And then you would want to layer them along with some additional elements like the little florals that they have. Next, we have what is called punk grunge. As you can see, they specifically have some t-shirt designs here. So again, apparel is going to be pretty much across all of these different types of design aesthetics. So I see these working with posters, or wall art specifically. So this would work for like the college dorm types of posters that they put up in college rooms. So you could apply this type of design aesthetics to printable wall art as well as the graphic t-shirts like they show here. Next is what is called signal graphics, and they specifically say in here it's riding the waves of the Y2K nostalgia and the 90s types of a vibe. So this works really well again for graphic t-shirts, maybe for posters as well if they are decorating in this type of design style. But this again is not really a surprise, as we've already seen the Y2K and the 90s vibes popping up this year already. Next is what is called the blueprint design. And I think that this is going to be really popular in the wall art space. And what you could do, just like I mentioned with the quotes for the mixed media and collage, is to take already proven types of wall art products that are selling and remake them into this blueprint design. So I know that there are actually a few templates that are specific to Kittl, so then you could easily go and change them. So for example, this one is for like sushi, so then you could go and remake it for a pizza, or this one was for a pizza. So a lot of these are for food, but they could be for different types of products or different hobbies, and it's really just like a blueprint, like breaking it down. So I think that this one is going to be really interesting to see as far as wall art in 2026 popping up, as this one has not been as popular as some of the other ones. Next is what is called the distorted portrait. And I really wasn't able to come up with a specific use case for this in the realms that I'm familiar with selling print on demand and digital on Etsy, as I really don't think that most people would want some type of shirt like this. It does give me some kind of like reminds me of the 90s types of a style anyway, but it could work maybe in the poster space or printable wall art, but not necessarily anything that I see selling with graphic designs or with print on demand. Next is what is called future medieval. And I see this one working really well, especially in the book space. The bookish and book talk trend has gotten really popular on Etsy, both in the digital design space and print on demand space. And this is actually going to work really well with just putting a twist on some of those bookish types of designs. So as you can see, it's very medieval. I would almost call it gothic, but this works really well if you are in the digital space for like junk journaling and scrapbooking, as well as you can see the sweatshirt here. So in the print on demand space, and then making digital design spaces as well. So again, you can repeat what's already working, say for example, in like the academia or dark academia, and then remake it for this specific design style with the future medieval. So it has a little bit of a futuristic twist to the medieval, but I personally think it's a lot more medieval than futuristic. Next, we have what is called surveillance design. And this is pretty interesting. I think it kind of falls in line with the collage type of thing, but maybe a little bit more like poppy or neon or vibey, just looking at this one specific here. I'm not really familiar with this one at all, and I have not seen like popular or similar types of designs popping up yet in this, so this one will be an interesting one to keep an eye out on. The kidcore design style or aesthetic is already popping up. As you can see here, it's, to me, very 90s or 80s type of nostalgia. They're calling it kidcore. I think that this was actually on Pinterest's trends list as well, which was released earlier this year that I did. To me, it really reminds me of that and the 90s. As you can see, it has like the little cell phone like this and the little pocket monster thing, not pocket monster, it was like the little pocket pet thing. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know, because I had a million of those, as well as like Slinkies. So very 90s kids. And I think that this one will be fun to design for with kids apparel specifically. As they have it here, though most kids won't know what a lot of these are here. So you could also probably be designing these for adults and get more traction that way. It would also work, I think, in this case for printable wall art too, for people like me who remember this and might want to have some type of nostalgic types of posters in this type of design style. I just realized that these ones in white are honorable mentions. So the kidcore was #1, which I think it should definitely have been up here above some of the other ones, just because I've seen it already popping up. But the next one that is an honorable mention #2 is AI Abstract, which shouldn't be a surprise just due to the amount of AI and all of the tools that are out there, and really having the creativity to make it so abstract and so unique depending on what tool you're using and the level of prompts. So I think that this one would work really well in the art space or digital like background media type of products as well. And finally, honorable mention #3 is, I'm not even going to try and pronounce this. I guess I can try, Fruitiger Arrow. If you've heard of this, let me know. This one is interesting. I don't necessarily personally like it, but as I've said many times before, it's not necessarily about what we like, as oftentimes the things I design that I hate end up selling the best. And so this could be one of them, because I just think it's very random and interesting. I don't see it working specifically for PNG designs for apparel, but maybe for like poster art types of things, or maybe stickers even. To me, it looks a little futuristic and 90s combined, like the vaporwave type of thing with this whole type of aesthetic, but I'm just maybe not familiar enough with it. The link to this trend report will be down in the description below, and it also links you to several templates that Kittl has already put together with all of these types of trends. So this should be really helpful to you. And if you are looking for how I would start a brand new shop in 2026, whether that is a print-on-demand shop or a digital shop where you would be able to apply these types of design style aesthetics, then be sure to watch this video up here next.